This is what I'll present for my PBL, which is a lung model PBL. What is STEM education? Well, it is an approach in teaching the combined elements of science, technology, engineering, and math. STEM is taught in many schools and can open the doors for many possibilities for many different careers. Why is it so important? Why is STEM so important? It helps teach younger folk of how we interact with the characteristics of STEM in our life, and it can also how it can change the future. How can STEM shape the future? Well, it plays a huge part in economical development of our world and also teaches children the necessary skills that can help them in life. These links are videos of how STEM can influence a lot of changes in the world and what it is. And the logo here is just STEM's Us logo, and that's just a brief explanation of what the PBL is for and what they aim for the PBL to be for. These are just social media links for our Facebook page and Twitter page for STEM's Us. And the project will go over functions of the body, of the lungs, actually, the function of the lungs. And this uses straws, gloves, balloons, tapes, scissors, and a 1.5 liter bottle. This is a procedure, and all you're gonna do is cut the top of the balloons provided, get a straw and cut one side of the straw one time and the other end 2 times, insert the straw into the balloons, cut the bottom of the balloon, put a hole into the bottle cap and insert the balloon straw through that hole, tape the 4 sides of the straw onto the cap, take a rubber glove and stretch it at the bottom. Basic safety of our PBL, and that's to be careful while using sharp objects to cut certain things like cutting the bottle, so be careful with that. This is just a basic visual procedure of how the lung model was created. As you can see, I gathered my materials, cut the balloon, cut the straws. Here you can also see I've cut the straws. I've also cut the bottle. And here is the procedure of how I put the straw through the hole that you create at the top, and this is the final product, final picture. So, and the way it connects in real life connections is knowing the functions of the lung is very important because it does a lot for our body, such as taking out the carbon dioxide and oxidizing our blood, so that we have a healthy bloodstream going, you know. And yeah, lung models are also used to demonstrate how certain parts of the lungs work. And here in the investigation question, we talked about how the what parts of the model represented what parts of the lung. And we also talked about the lungs at a brief cellular level and what human body system is part of, what gas exchange is, and we also explained what an organ was. So here we talked about the different diseases that could happen, such as like different problems such as asthma, lung cancer, bronchitis, and pneumonia, and all of these can have a lot of negative, like either long-lasting or mild lethal issues with the lungs. Here we talked about how each part of the lungs work, like how the diaphragm works to help the body, help the lungs breathe in and out, how the bronchial tubes will allow for air to go through, and how the brain works with it, how the blood system, like the cardiovascular system is part of it. Here in the social studies component, I briefly just explained how the lung model has evolved from being a physical object set on tables and shelves of a classroom to where now we can just access it anywhere through the internet with a 3D model that gives us more of an immersive and accurate depiction of how the organs work in the human body. Here in the ELA component, we decided to do a journal entry where we would list the dates of what we've done here from the beginning where we started around October 17 and so forth. And that's all I have. Thank you for watching this video.